Ever wondered who Santa Claus really is? This jolly character cloaked in red is a mystery that has captured the hearts of people all around the globe. From the snowy peaks of the North Pole to the bustling streets of New York City, his name is known and loved. But who is he really? Our journey today is to unwrap the layers of history, legend, and myth that surround Santa Claus and reveal the story beneath. Let's dive into the magical world of Santa Claus. Santa Claus, a figure shrouded in history and folklore, has an interesting past. The story begins not in the snowy North Pole, but in the sun-drenched land of ancient Turkey during the 4th century. Yes, that's right, Turkey. A man named Nicholas, who would later be known as Saint Nicholas, lived here. He was a generous man, renowned for his compassion and kindness, especially towards children. Saint Nicholas was a bishop, and he was particularly known for his habit of secret gift-giving. Legends tell us that he would drop coins into the shoes of those who left them out for him. One of the most famous stories about him tells of a poor man who had no money to provide dowries for his 3 daughters. To save them from a desperate situation, Saint Nicholas tossed 3 bags of gold through their window, 1 for each daughter. His secret acts of generosity spread joy and hope, qualities that would later become associated with the jolly figure of Santa Claus. As the centuries rolled on, the stories of Saint Nicholas's kindness traveled far and wide. He became the patron saint of children and sailors, and his feast day, December 6th, became a day of celebration. Over time, Saint Nicholas's story melded with other cultural traditions and folklore. In particular, the Dutch figure of Sinterklaas, a bearded bishop who traveled on a horse to deliver gifts to children, greatly influenced the Santa Claus we know today. In fact, when Dutch settlers came to America, they brought with them their traditions of Sinterklaas. Over time, through the magic of storytelling and cultural blending, Sinterklaas evolved into Santa Claus, a jolly, rotund, and bearded figure who lives in the North Pole, drives a sleigh pulled by reindeer, and delivers gifts to children all over the world. From St. Nicholas, we get the first threads of the Santa Claus we know today, a figure that continues to symbolize generosity, joy, and the spirit of giving. And remember, it all started with a kind bishop in ancient Turkey. Over the centuries, the image of Santa Claus has evolved dramatically. Like a timeless work of art, every culture has added its own brushstrokes to this beloved character's portrait, creating a rich tapestry of myth and tradition that continues to captivate hearts worldwide. Let's turn the clock back to the 4th century, where our journey begins with a generous bishop named Saint Nicholas in modern-day Turkey. Known for his kindness and compassion, he was said to secretly give gifts to the needy. This humble figure would later inspire the Dutch version of Santa, known as Sinterklaas. Fast forward to the 17th century, when Dutch settlers brought the tradition of Sinterklaas to the New World, specifically to what is now New York. Here, Sinterklaas began to morph into a more familiar figure. He was still a saintly gift-giver, but his name was anglicized to Santa Claus, a name that has stuck around. Then came the 19th century, a pivotal era that gave us much of the Santa iconography we recognize today. American writers and artists began to shape Santa Claus into a jolly, rotund, bearded man dressed in red. This image was popularized in the poem A Visit from St. Nicholas, more commonly known as The Night Before Christmas, and later cemented by cartoonist Thomas Nast and the Coca-Cola Company's holiday advertising. From a saintly bishop to a jolly gift-giver, Santa Claus has been transformed by the collective imagination of countless generations. Each culture has added its own unique elements, from the reindeer-drawn sleigh of North American lore to the red suit inspired by Scandinavian traditions. Santa Claus's evolution is a testament to the power of storytelling and the enduring appeal of a character who embodies generosity and goodwill. His story is a beautiful blend of fact and fiction, history and myth, and the collective creativity of countless cultures. The Santa Claus we know today is a blend of cultures and centuries of evolution. His story reminds us that no matter how much things change, the spirit of giving and the magic of Christmas remain timeless. A Santa Claus is everywhere during the holiday season. Indeed, the jolly figure donned in red and white is hard to miss. But how did Santa Claus become such a commercial figure? Well, it all began in the late 19th century when Coca-Cola started using Santa Claus in their advertisements. This was a strategic move to sell more drinks during the winter, and it worked. The image of Santa Claus enjoying a Coke became synonymous with the festive season. The role of media in popularizing Santa Claus cannot be overstated. From print advertisements to television commercials, Santa Claus has become an integral part of holiday marketing campaigns. This clever use of a beloved character not only drives sales, but also reinforces the image of Santa Claus as a figure of joy and generosity. Our love for Santa Claus is further fueled by his depictions in movies. Who can forget the kind and loving Santa in Miracle on 34th Street, or the hilarious and mischievous Santa from The Santa Claus? These movies, among many others, have shaped our perception of Santa Claus, making him a larger-than-life figure who embodies the spirit of Christmas. Then, of course, there are the songs. Christmas carols like Santa Claus is Coming to Town and Jingle Bells have further popularized the legend of Santa Claus. These tunes, often played on a loop during the holiday season, keep the magic of Santa Claus alive in our hearts. Even in the digital age, Santa Claus continues to captivate us. From online games featuring Santa Claus to social media campaigns promoting the Santa Tracker, the jolly old man has successfully transitioned into the digital world, proving that he can adapt to the times while still retaining his traditional charm. In conclusion, Santa Claus has evolved from a saintly figure to a commercial icon, thanks to his pervasive presence in popular culture. His depiction in movies, songs, and advertisements has made him more than just a mythical figure. Santa Claus has become a symbol of joy, generosity, and the holiday spirit. The magic of Santa Claus lies in the joy and excitement he brings. Now let's venture into the heartwarming traditions that have spun around this enchanting character. One such tradition that has stood the test of time is hanging stockings by the fireplace. Originating from the story of St. Nicholas dropping bags of gold down a chimney, this practice has evolved into children all over the world hanging stockings, hoping to find them filled with gifts from Santa on Christmas morning. And then, there's the delightful custom of leaving out cookies and milk for Santa. This tradition is a symbol of gratitude, a thank you note for the jolly man who travels the world in one night delivering gifts. Some even go a step further, leaving out carrots for Santa's reindeer. Because let's not forget, they too have a big job to do. These traditions are not just rituals, they are a build-up to the exhilarating anticipation of Christmas morning. The belief in Santa Claus among children is a beautiful thing. It's not just about the presents under the tree, it's about the magic, the wonder, the mystery. It's about the wide-eyed innocence of a child writing a letter to Santa, the whispers of excitement as they chatter about what they hope to receive, and the joyous gasp when they find that Santa has indeed visited, leaving behind a trail of half-eaten cookies and a stocking filled with surprises. Santa Claus is more than just a character in a story. He is a symbol of generosity, of the spirit of giving. He teaches children about kindness, about the joy of giving and receiving, and about the magic of believing in something bigger than themselves. His story is one of hope, of joy, and of the magic that can exist when we choose to believe. So as the snow falls and the lights twinkle, remember the magic of Santa Claus. The laughter, the joy, the sheer delight that comes with believing in the impossible. Santa Claus, the jolly man in the red suit, continues to bring joy and magic to the holiday season. So who is Santa Claus? Well, our journey through the annals of history has shown us that Santa Claus is a figure born from a blend of tradition, myth, and folklore, evolving over centuries into the jolly red-suited man we know today. We've traced his roots back to St. Nicholas, a 4th-century Greek bishop known for his kindness and generosity. Over time, this historical figure merged with elements from other cultures and traditions, evolving into the beloved character we recognize today. Santa Claus's evolution didn't stop there. As we've seen, popular culture played a significant role in shaping the modern image of Santa. From Coca-Cola advertisements to countless movies and books, our contemporary Santa Claus, with his bright red suit, hearty laugh, and reindeer-led sleigh, was brought to life. And let's not forget the magic of Santa Claus, a key element that makes him so special. The anticipation of his arrival, the joy of finding presents under the tree, and the spirit of generosity he embodies. These are the things that make Santa more than just a character. They transform him into a symbol of hope, love, and the joy of giving. Santa Claus, a figure born from history and folklore, continues to spread joy and generosity worldwide. We hope you enjoyed this journey into the world of Santa Claus.